Hello, in this video we're going to be editing motion capture data with an IK rig in the graph editor. Now what I'm showing here is the clip that I started with. So you can see that the character's kind of walking backwards, and then after the clip, or pardon me, after the kick, character moves forward a little bit. Now I've also got a idle pose that I've created, which is the purple clip there. Duplicated that and put that on the other side of the spectrum. So the character is going to have to blend between the idle pose and then also the blending that it has to do internally in that animation. So I've got to account for all of that in the clip editor, and I did that using the match poses. So in this custom rig that was characterized, for the IK controllers, I added those to the two balls that are on the feet. Okay. So that's where you'll put IK, is on the circles there. But for the FK controls, you want to put those on the sticks. So the hand up there is FK, it's not IK. And so all of those joints, or pardon me, all of those controllers, I assign those to the sticks and not the actual circle or ball itself. Otherwise you'll wind up with errors. So now the circles are going to light up after they're selected, but just keep that in mind. Now here I've brought in FK data from the skeleton that I retargeted data onto, and I also brought in the model. Now the model came in with its own display layers, and so I could turn the model off at any time or turn it back on. Now this also came in with a namespace, so it's like a prefix. So I'm going to the namespace editor, and I'm going to delete that namespace on the file that I imported. And that's because I imported that as a Maya file. Okay, and so that second mannequin that I brought in that's going to be driving the skeleton, what I can do is hide that, or I could put it on a template layer. It's also characterized. So the custom rig is the current character, and it's going to be driven by the rig that I imported. Okay, so you've got both rigs visible there, and everything's lining up just perfectly except for the knees. I'll talk about that in just a minute. So again, for FK controls, make sure they're assigned to the sticks and not the circles. And if it's an IK controller like the feet, well, you'll assign that to the actual circles there. You don't have a choice with the root or the head. So you can see, other than those legs are a little bit separated, the data looks pretty good. Something else to note is that if you look at the knees, they haven't been selected, or I didn't assign the pull vector controls to them. That was because the pull vector controls are children of the feet, and so they go along for the ride. And I'm just keeping that in the scene, the character that I brought in, just to see how well it matches. And so here I think I'm going to turn it into a template. Yeah. So then I could keep that as a template. I could go back and refer to it at any time just to Maybe make sure that I haven't deviated too far from the Mocap data. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.